Hey, Jacksonville APA. This is Kelly Moore here, one of the league operators in Jacksonville, and I want to welcome you to a new league year. This week kicks off a 16-week summer session, which is the first of 3 sessions in the league year, all leading to the 2025 Jacksonville APA World Qualifiers, where teams compete for Las Vegas. It's not too late to play this session. We're still registering new teams and helping new players find teams to join. If you're looking to register a new team, even if it's in the early stages, contact us. Tables are filling up, so contacting us will secure your spot, and we might be able to help you fill any remaining roster spots. On that note, if you're a player needing help finding a team, or if you're a team looking for a player, we have a new form developed this session to help us help you. Just click the link in the caption or comments to go to that form and let us know what you're looking for. We encourage all players to download both APA apps, Pool League and Scorekeeper, if you haven't already. League is a better experience for you and your team if you're logged into both apps and have access to them on your own device on league night. If you played in other league areas previously, you should also double check that Jacksonville APA is your default league in your settings, so you're seeing the correct info when you log in. If you need help getting logged in, just text us at 904-585-8180. We'd love it if you would also take a minute to like and follow us on social media so you can maximize your APA experience. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram as Jacksonville APA and on TikTok as Jacksonville Pool. Make sure you check out the timeout trivia game while you're there. You're likely to see some questions coming to league night, probably out of this video. Okay, this video is to go over a few standard operating procedures as a reminder and bring some new bylaws to your attention. We review and update bylaws periodically to make enhancements to the league. You can always download the most current version of the Jacksonville APA bylaws in the APA Pool League app. That's where you'll find the official team manual too, by the way. There's a new version posted of the bylaws for the summer 2024 session. So even if you've looked at them before, it's not a bad idea to download a fresh copy. There are no major changes to the logistics of league for the summer session. For any new teams joining who may be unaware, blank team envelopes are available by the APA Dropbox or in the league materials binder at each host location. Envelopes should be filled out completely and submitted to the APA Dropbox at the end of league play. The bonus points section of the bylaws was updated this year to reflect electronic scoring and the team envelope system we've been using for a while now. Remember that teams get 1 bonus point for 8-ball and 5 bonus points for 9-ball when their score sheet is complete and accurate and the team envelope is filled out completely. So make sure all of that information is filled in on the envelope. In terms of scorekeeping expectations, just a reminder that every team needs to keep score of every match, even if that means the shooter scores their own match. We need each team to keep their own score. Teams that do not score a match will lose bonus points. The scorekeeper also needs to be paying attention and marking defensive shots appropriately. It's both helpful and good sportsmanship for the players to announce when you're playing a defense. Teams get another bonus point in 8-ball or 5 bonus points in 9-ball when their team fee is paid in full and they have no past due balance. Not many changes to bonus points there. There are often a lot of roster changes at the start of a new session, especially a new league year. As a reminder, any player on the team can make roster changes in the APA Scorekeeper app. Just click Edit Roster under your team's roster. Click the minus button to remove someone or the Add Player button to search by name. You won't be able to find the person if they've never played APA in Jacksonville before. You'll need to contact the league office for help adding them to your roster. Likewise, if the person is not a current Jacksonville APA member in that format, you should contact the league office anyways to verify their starting skill level. New players will start as a skill level 3 unless they have a known ability to be better than that. It benefits your team and the new player to start them higher if you think they could be better than a skill level 3. Call us if you have concerns regarding the starting skill level of a new player. Remember, everyone needs to pay a membership fee online or with the team envelope before playing their first match. Encourage new players to join online so they can play their first match free. Just make sure you note your team envelope. We extend the first match free promotion to players who haven't played APA in more than 2 years as well. If the player joins using a paper application and pays a membership fee in cash, their first match will need to be scored on paper. Paper score sheets are available at all host locations for this purpose, or in the rare occasion, electronic scorekeeping is not functioning. Anytime you score on paper, submit the score sheet with your team envelope. I also want to take a minute to remind teams about the replay rule and how to use it in the first 4 weeks of the session. This rule allows teams to play a player twice if needed. Teams are only allowed to do this during the first 4 weeks of the session. When the replay rule is used, the opponent chooses the player they want to play twice. They can choose any player that does not cause the team to violate the 23 rule. New players are not eligible to play twice. So far, all of that is standard procedure for this rule. There are a couple updates to the rule in the bylaws this year, though. First, the bylaws now state that after the match in which a player is playing twice begins, all subsequent matches are declared a forfeit, even if the match in which a player is playing twice is not the fifth match and another eligible player arrives. The rule didn't specify this previously, and we felt it was an unfair application of the continuous play rule to allow a team to play a player twice earlier while they wait on another player to arrive. We also added that you can't choose the same player to play twice in both formats in Double Jeopardy divisions unless that is the only eligible player that allows the team to stay within the 23 rule. That's because it's hard to play 4 matches in a night, and we don't think players should have to do that if it can be avoided. It will also help keep the night moving. I highly recommend everyone take a refresher course on this rule in case you or your opponent needs it in the first 4 weeks this session. You can read it on pages 4 and 5 of the bylaws. Another section of the bylaws you should read is the scheduled matches section on page 6. Last year, we limited makeup matches to emergencies only and required approval from the league office. That was a very positive change in many ways and made us reflect even more on the importance of matches being played at their scheduled time. We believe in respecting players' time and choices. League is a leisure activity, and players sign up to participate in certain divisions at certain times, and they chose those divisions because the schedule works well with their life. We ask that players and teams respect the commitment made by other players and teams to participate in the division during the scheduled time of play and prioritize playing the matches at that time. The bylaws still state that makeup matches are available for extreme emergencies only and must be approved by the league office. And the bylaws still encourage teams to pre-play matches as the solution if you know you will have players that can't make league. The new bylaws this year state that it is up to the opponent whether or not to grant the pre-play request. For some teams and players, it's really challenging to schedule matches anytime outside the scheduled match time, and players and tables can be hard to come by to get extra matches done during league play. If your opponent does agree to a pre-play, or if a makeup match is approved, it may be necessary to schedule those matches outside of regular league play depending on player and table availability. Also note that host locations may or may not provide tables to accommodate pre-play or makeup matches, so the team requesting the match should be prepared to rent a table if needed. We won't give you additional time to complete the match due to table availability during league play or because the location was charging rental fees for the match. There were a few inconsistencies between our bylaws and the current version of the official team manual, so we made some minor changes to forfeits and buy points to clean that up and match what the OTM says. Most notably, 9-ball forfeit points are now 15 points. Forfeits were 12 points in the previous bylaws, but the OTM specified up to 15, creating some confusion, so we brought that in line. There are no changes to the 8-ball forfeits. The bylaws and the OTM matched, and those are still 2 points. You will also notice a small change to 8-ball buys. Buys were 8 points plus 2 bonus points for a total of 10 points in 8-ball. The OTM states 8 points in 8-ball, so we have eliminated the bonus points for buys and full team forfeits. The bylaws already matched the OTM for 9-ball, but with including buy points. Teams received 50 points plus 10 bonus points, totaling 60 points for a bye or a full team forfeit. Now, teams receive the same 60 points for a bye or full team forfeit, just without the bonus points. Many of our newer Double Jeopardy teams may not be familiar with this rule, so we always like to bring it to your attention at the start of a new session. The skip rule is in the bylaws on page 7 and states that teams can declare a player who is actively playing a match in the other format and skip that matchup until the player is available. This rule only applies to Double Jeopardy divisions or divisions playing 2 weeks of play simultaneously. There are no changes to this rule. This is just a reminder that the rule can only be used for players actively playing another APA match for the same team on a different table For example, the team wants the player to play 8-ball, but the player is currently playing in their 9-ball match on the other table. This rule cannot be used for players running late or playing in another league. Okay, this is the last rules update. We have a brand new rule added to the bylaws this year. This rule was previously discussed with and supported by division reps, and after some time thinking about the wording, we're ready to include it in this bylaws update. This rule is called the final match rule. Just like the skip rule, this rule only applies to double jeopardy divisions or divisions playing 2 weeks of play simultaneously. The spirit of this rule is around continuous play. We are always looking for ways to keep league night moving, and we think this will help in these divisions. The rule says teams should plan their matchups appropriately throughout the night so the same player is not required to play the 5th match in both formats. The problem with the same player playing the 5th match in both matches, be it different formats or 2 different weeks, is that the opponent is now waiting for the 5th match on one table to end before they can start the 5th match on the other table. To sum it up, it causes an empty table and players waiting. The new rule states that in circumstances where the same player is declared to play the 5th match in both formats, a forfeit will be declared in favor of the opponent if the player is still participating in another match and unavailable to play the other format 15 minutes after the 4th match has ended. This rule is not meant to penalize teams. It's just meant to encourage good planning and make sure no one is spending an unreasonable amount of time waiting for the last match of the night to start. We give a 15-minute grace period, so to speak, because we understand sometimes you land in this situation not realizing it. Mistakes happen. Poor planning can happen unintentionally, and in those cases, there are 15 minutes on the table to make it work. But if the player isn't available to start the other 5th match within 15 minutes of the 4th match ending, then it's a forfeit. To clarify, this rule only applies if the same player is declared as the 5th player in both formats. This rule does not apply if a team is waiting to start the 5th match because the only available eligible player is currently participating in matches 1 to 4 on the other table. Meaning if the 4th match of 9-ball is holding up the 5th match of 8-ball, then there will be no penalty assessed. In this case, the spirit of continuous play can be maintained because the teams can and should simply start the 5th match of the same format on the open table, then start the 5th match of the other format when the 4th match ends and the player is available. Remember, the goal here is no dead time on the table. That goes for between matches too. Keep the table busy is a great motto. If there's no match on a table, there's a problem. Teams should only take 1 minute to declare a player, and players should be ready to go when it's their turn. This means it should only take 2 minutes from one match ending to the next match lagging. Obviously, in order to accomplish this, you should plan ahead in your strategy, and you should notify any of your players who could play next so they can go run their errands before they play. That brings us to the end of the bylaws updates. There are no structural changes to qualification, triannuals, playoffs, or anything like that. The only other change we need to bring to your attention has to do with the River City Shark Award. As of the summer session, automatic qualification to world qualifiers for River City Shark teams is no longer allowed. This is a mandate from the national office, and it's meant to standardize qualification throughout league areas to ensure fair competition at all levels. As a result, you may see some cool updates to the prize package for River City Shark teams. Thanks for hanging with me through the updates. It's important that all teams and players are familiar with the bylaws, as ignorance of rules does not result in exceptions to the rules by our office. Make sure you download a copy and read them, and contact the league office if you have any questions. On that note, we're hitting tournament season where the tickets to Vegas start flying. Just a reminder, all players must be on a team roster at the time of the tournament in the format of the event to be eligible to participate. This is in the bylaws and it is enforced, so make sure your players are active. Information about spring triannuals will be out this week. Remember, new players need 6 lifetime matches to participate, 4 with the team in the spring. They have until triannual to meet that lifetime requirement. If you have any questions about your upcoming tournament rosters after seeing the info we publish later this week, contact our office and we can discuss eligibility with you. I also want to draw your attention to the ladies and masters sessions, which are starting May 4th. These are monthly formats where one team from each division, that's one ladies team and two masters teams, advance to Las Vegas. There's even an opportunity for one masters team to advance to Montreal next year. If you want to put a team in or join one, let us know. You can go to jacksonvilleapa.com/masters or /ladies, and there's a form on there that you can fill out so we can help you find a team or help your team find a player. And with that, we've reached the end. You can call or text us anytime with questions at 904-585-8180. And don't forget to let us know if you're a team looking for a player or a player looking for a team so we can help. We have a number of new teams this session, so look out for them and make them feel welcome. Good luck to all this session, and we'll see you at Triannual soon.